All right, in this guitar instruction video, we're going to go over some jazz chords and blues lead. So what I'm doing, I'm playing an A minor 7th. You can play it this way as well, where you bar the first, all 6 strings rather, on the 5th fret with your first finger. Your 3rd finger is playing the 7th fret of the 5th string. But now what I'm doing is, instead of using my 1st and 3rd fingers to play that shape, I put my 2nd finger on the A, henceforth it being an A minor 7th, which is on, of course, the 6th string 5th fret. I mute, I'm not playing that 5th string, and I'm barring on the 5th fret with my 3rd finger, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd frets. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting that bass note on the 6th string, down, 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 all down strums. Then I'm playing a D9. So I recommend that you play this shape, because now you can easily just bring everything up a string. So I'm moving it from the 6th string to the 5th string and the 5th fret. And now I'm just barring the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings. Now that 4th string, when you play the D9, you have to have your 1st finger on the 4th string, 4th fret. So, A minor 7th to a D9. So try that a little bit. Then we go into that's all of it. So we're going to take it measure by measure. This really sounds cool. I mean, it's got the jazz bar chords. So you're playing a minor 7th. Instead of just if you just played an A to a D, that's fine too, but it doesn't have that same sound. So you make the chords, then we're going to go up to 5th fret on the 4th string with the, we're going to be using our 1st and 3rd fingers for the next several notes. 5th and 7th frets, 5th fret on the 3rd string now, and go back to that 4th string. You're starting on the 4th string, 5th and 7th frets, going to the 3rd string, 5th fret with your 1st finger. You can even just use all down picks. That's the first measure there. I'm going to show you the next first 2 measures. I'm going to show you the first 2 lines. All right. So you're using your 1st and 3rd fingers right over there on the 4th string. Take a screenshot of that if you would, please. Well, let me play the beginning part of the lead again. So this is like the first, after you play. So, on the 2nd line, the first measure of the 2nd line, what we're doing here is on the 7th fret, 3rd string, with our 3rd finger, give it 3 whole step bends. 1, 2, 3. Bar the first 2 strings on the 5th fret with your 1st finger. And then you play 4, 1. Use your 4th and 1st fingers on both the 2nd string and 1st string. So 3rd finger is bending the 7th fret on the 5th string 3 times. And you're barring the first 2 strings on the 5th fret with your 1st finger. I recommend that you play down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. And then here, the last two measures. It's a simple phrase. It's just knowing how to piece them together, like all leads are. This is based on a pentatonic scale in A, on a blues scale with the extension. So, third line, right over here. What we're gonna do, very simple. We're gonna play the A note, excuse me, on the 6th string, 5th fret. So use your 1st and 4th fingers, then 5, 6, 7 on the 5th string. Bar that 4th and 3rd strings with your 1st finger on the 5th fret. Now we're in that extension on the 3rd string, using your 2nd finger to slide up to the 9th fret. Put your 1st finger on the 8th fret, 2nd string, slide back down from the 9th fret to the 7th fret with your 2nd finger. Use your 1st and 3rd fingers on the 5th and 7th and 5th frets. And then you wind up over here, 4th string, 7th fret. Then we're full step bend on the 8th fret, 1st string. Notice how I'm bending here. I'm approaching it like this. I'm not approaching my hand, my technique hand on the guitar fretboard this way. I have an angle here so I can bend with my wrist. 8th fret on the 1st string, 8th fret on the 2nd string, then 7th fret, bringing it down on the 3rd string. Back to that A minor 7th. Minor 7th to a D9. So after on the 2nd line of the 1st measure, I'm playing 3 bends, barring the first 2 strings, 4, 1, 4, 1, bending the 7th fret and the 3rd string with my 3rd finger. Then you bring it down. I'm just not releasing it, I'm bringing it down. So you hear, but then finally all right, recommend that you start getting into some jazzy chords. Once you could play it this way. It's really not going to have the same approach if we played it like an A minor 7th to you can play it that way actually, not the D minor. You can play A minor 7th, D minor 9th. The way I recommend, take a little while to get used to that adjustment. Just improvising right there. So it's a D minor without the 2nd finger, if you choose to play it this way. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, or if you have a question, please ask. Keep playing and have fun.